Hello everyone, my name is Danielle Broomhead and I'm here to explain my topic for our signature assignment. My mind map has ideas of lessons that I would like to complete for this topic. The topic I chose was animals. I teach second grade in Atlantic City for the Atlantic City School District. My students are loving the science unit we're on, which is currently dealing with animals. Most of them, for our on-demand assignment, decided to write about animals. So they will definitely enjoy this informational writing. The first thing on my mind map here I would like to discuss is science. The science is going to be intertwined throughout this group of lessons, since the Common Core standards expect us to integrate science with writing and reading. Throughout this topic in this writing unit, students will be learning through their research about the different animal classifications, habitats, and other facts. Since science is going to be integrated with writing and reading, you will notice that I have all these red lines throughout my mind map. It shows that all these lessons are connected in one way or another. Once the students get familiar with the science unit that we're learning about animals, we will continue our studies through a lesson on nonfiction text. And this will go along with reading. In the book Second Grade Writers by Stephanie Parson, she discusses how important it is for students to have a good understanding on nonfiction text and how it is read. She states that in order for good factual research, children need to be good readers of nonfiction. Within her book, she lists a group of strategies that can be used for reading nonfiction text, including paying attention to many of the characteristics that are found in nonfiction text. And through the reading, we will pay attention to the nonfiction text characteristics. And this will be done in a lesson. We will use mentor text within this lesson to look at diagrams, the table of contents, glossaries, index, photos or drawings, and the captions that are along with those photos or drawings. We will more than likely create a chart so that way students can become aware of these characteristics in nonfiction text and then to be able to incorporate them in their writing once they get to their drafting. Along with reading nonfiction text, it's important to tell students how to take notes and how to get research on their animal of their choice. Reading is connected to the research. We will spend another lesson talking about the different research that will be done looking for information about our animals. The research stage will be done over a few days, and it will be done in the computer lab, where we use computers and internet resources to look for information and facts about our animals. We will go to the media center or the library to look for books and magazines and videos and other informational sources. Next, we will begin the writing portion of our lessons. Right? Since my students are still in second grade, it is important that we still go over the writing process. We spend time looking at pre-writing, drafting, editing and revisions, and then finally the final draft. Once we start with the pre-writing, Students will gather facts and use graphic organizers to organize their information. This will go along with the research phase of our lessons, in which students are gathering all those facts. And once again, it is important to learn how to read nonfiction text so we can take notes about what is important to use in our writing. Next, we will begin our drafting. When students start writing their draft, in a lesson, we will talk about the different characteristics that were found in nonfiction texts, and they will start thinking about what they want to add in their writings, whether it be table of contents, different headings, captions, bold print that might be found in the glossary, and what words might be important to find in the index. We will also continue having mini lessons about editing and revising throughout this process. This can be done with peers or with myself through conferences, and always on their own. And lastly, students will be able to write their final draft. And this will be the final goal of the lesson, is for us to have an understanding of nonfiction writing and reading. Since in the article written by Donald Graves, he addresses how reading and writing correspond together. Once students complete their final draft, they will be able to publish their work, and then hopefully we will have an author's tea, which will be the concluding lesson where students share their work with other peers and parents. So I will be highlighting 5 lessons throughout the signature assignment. But this unit will probably take longer than 5 lessons and a few weeks for us to come to the final published writing works. Thank you very much. Have a good night.